Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, soccer celebrations, nearly 100 FIFA World Cup watch parties coming to Ice District. Still out of there, fans frustrated they won't be able to catch the Cactus Rats home opener for a second season. And priced out, Beaumont businesses say their rents are rising as high as 50%.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
The summer of soccer is right around the corner in Edmonton. Ice District will be switching from skates to cleats next week for nearly 100 World Cup watch parties. CTV's Connor Hogg joins us now in studio. So, Connor, where will people be able to watch all of these games?
Matt, 17 World Cup watch parties will be held at Ice District's Fan Park. The events are family-friendly with food and both alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. Many more viewing parties will be held at the Moss Pit in Ice District Plaza, as well as a community kids soccer tournament. The turnout at Commonwealth Stadium Monday night inspired the size of the plans for the watch parties.
It sort of shows that Edmonton is a big event city and not just a hockey city.
Maybe not challenging the Oilers just yet, but that excitement is there and that cultural compassion and passion is there that it touches so many different people's lives.
Tim Adams of Free Play for Kids says the summer of soccer is going to be a big deal for a lot of kids in our city, many of whom look up to international soccer star Alphonso Davies, who grew up in Edmonton and whose story speaks to them. Adams says he hopes to see local cultural clubs at the larger events as well.
You see so much of it, of everybody, reflecting their birth country, reflecting their new home country, almost wearing the split jersey and being pulled back and forth. And that is the excitement of the World Cup, is that you get to celebrate who you are and who you're becoming.
In addition to all the other games, a Canada Day World Cup event will also happen in Fan Park. It will feature music, food, cultural programming, and of course, live match viewing all day. The first Fan Park watch party is next Friday. The doors open at 11 a.m. and all of the Ice District World Cup outdoor events are free to get into. Matt?
All right, Connor Hogg live in studio tonight. Thank you. For a second straight season, the opening of the Energy City Cactus Rats' new ballpark has been delayed. While the team says it will play there this weekend, there's still no space for fans. Construction started on the team's new ballpark in Spruce Grove in 2023. The WCBL team hasn't played a home game there yet. Today, the Cactus Rats released a statement saying the ballpark will open to fans in phases this season. People who purchase season tickets are frustrated with the delays. Some say they've received refunds, while others have not.
It just seems shady, for a simple baseball situation, let's build a stadium, let's play ball, let's have fun.
Bought season's tickets as soon as we could, and we were all excited and everything, and now it's like even today, if you look at the ball diamond, I don't see how they're even going to have any games this year.
Jeff Anger and Sandy Miller say they will not be buying season tickets for their hometown team again. Alberta's government will begin rolling out 3-in-1 identification cards starting July 2nd. The new driver's licenses and ID cards will include personal health numbers and a citizenship marker for Canadians. The mandatory marker will appear as a maple leaf with CAN on the card. Dual citizens will also get the marker. The Canadian Civil Liberties Association says the new card raises concerns about people's rights and privacy. The UCP government says it will streamline access to services and replace the old paper health cards. Some other changes include replacing the dinosaur image with a pump jack. The words Alberta Strong and Free and a mountain image will appear on the back. A man previously convicted of starting 2 church fires south of Edmonton is facing dozens of new charges. Police say between October and November of 2025, 5 properties under construction were set on fire. Last week, police laid 27 charges against 40-year-old Peter Jones. They include arson with disregard for human life and break and enter to commit arson. In 2010, Jones was sentenced to 4 years in prison related to fires that destroyed the Wetaskiwin First United Church and St. John's Lutheran Church. No charges have been laid after a man was hit by a vehicle in a parking lot and died. Thursday night, officers were called to a parking lot near Millwoods Road and 28th Avenue. They found an injured 23-year-old man who was declared dead by paramedics. Police say the man had previously approached a vehicle in the parking lot and there was some sort of confrontation. As the driver was leaving, police say the man inadvertently hit the vehicle. No charges have been laid. Investigators do not believe the driver was speeding or intoxicated. Police have charged a man with second-degree murder in the death of a 74-year-old man. On Monday, police say officers found the body of the senior near 104th Avenue and 122nd Street. Earlier that day, police had responded to a family dispute at a condo in West Edmonton. While arresting a 36-year-old man there, officers obtained information that led them to the body. Police have now charged the man with murder. Police say the two men knew each other. Alberta's Internet Child Exploitation Unit has uncovered one of the largest collections of child sexual exploitation content in its history. Police say more than 500,000 photos and videos were found on several hard drives seized from a home in Okotoks. For context, in the past year, the ICE unit found more than 600,000 images in investigations across the entire province. A 35-year-old man is facing a number of charges. For many farmers in northern Alberta, it's been a slow start to the seeding season. The rain has forced them to stop doing what they're doing, and now they're running out of time. As CTV's Evan Kenny explains, they could be waiting for a while.
It's quiet at this farmer's field near St. Paul, a bad sign this time of year. It's because of this.
Some guys have barely even started, some guys are just about finished, but this will put us back another week, 2 weeks.
Josh Robbie was about 2/3 of the way through seeding his 2,500 acres when the water started coming down. In his 20 years on the farm, he's never seen so much rain to start the season.
Maybe a few inches, but never 6. It's too bad it couldn't have been spread out over the month instead of one weekend.
Robbie and many other farmers in northern Alberta are having to change what crops they're planting.
It already has limited us to certain crops.
After a cold late spring, plus this moisture, wheat is off the table for many farmers. The window to plant canola is nearly closed.
You really don't know if you're going to have a late spring and an early fall, and that would be the most dangerous combination of all. And we have no way of predicting that at this point.
Farmers can still grow barley or oats, but they'll have to wait for the ground to dry, which won't happen soon.
They had as much rain in 3 days as they would normally get in April, May, and June combined. They probably get another 30 to 50 millimeters by the end of the weekend, most of that coming over the weekend.
Which will lead to a small yield, and the consequences will rain down on consumers.
It's just another thing that'll add to grocery prices. Because if a lot of the crops don't get seeded, or if they're flooded out, there just won't be as much grain.
Ag experts say while the conditions are poor for crops, the weather should benefit livestock farmers and their pastures. Evan Kenny, CTV News, Edmonton.
EPCOR says Edmonton's stormwater and drainage systems held up well during the heavy rain over the past few days. EPCOR says it received 188 calls over 3 days related to pooling water in Edmonton. It says teams worked 24/7 to respond to all of those calls. When it comes to flooding in homes, EPCOR says prevention is always the best method. EPCOR says after some major rain is a good time to check around the outside of your home.
You're looking for wherever there's any pooling or ponding water. That indicates you might have a bit of a trouble area that you might need to address as well. Taking a look in your sump pump, making sure that it's running still. Again, after a storm event is over, you can still have a time the ground's catching up. So again, it's normal to have your sump pump run for a period after a storm event.
EPCOR offers free inspections from flood prevention specialists to proactively look for any problems in your home. Well, Josh, I feel like I just heard you talking about the rain, but there is more rain on the way for the Edmonton area this week.
I don't know that we're going to get the 30 to 50 millimeters that parts of northeastern Alberta will, but there are definitely some more showers in the forecast. Temperatures today, 17 degrees will likely go down as the daytime high. We've hit 15.9 so far, so that puts us slightly cooler than average. It was nice to get a break from the rain, though. Temperatures outside right now sitting at 15 degrees, 14 to the south at the YEG airport. Wind pretty light, about 10 to 15 kilometers per hour. So not a bad day, although a couple of degrees cooler than average. This is what it looks like outside. We were talking yesterday and this morning in the weather blog on the website about temperatures are going to be dependent on how much sunshine we see break through the clouds and when that break happens. Now, there were sunny breaks, but you can see way more cloud than sunshine out there right now. This big upper level low that gave us all the rain, that's now still slowly moving off to the east. There are some gaps in the cloud cover, but I mean, as we said, it's still fairly cloudy. Around Hinton and just off to the northwest, Grand Cache region, you got some scattered showers and thunderstorms. I don't think we'll see any of that tonight, but tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening could see some showers and thunderstorms. We'll stay in the mid-teens here through the mid-evening hours. 10 degrees tomorrow morning. Partly cloudy to start the day and then mostly cloudy in the afternoon. Light wind, close to 20 for a daytime high, and at risk of showers and thunderstorms. And then again, Friday, a chance of some late day showers and thunderstorms. And then again, Saturday, Sunday, a chance of some more showers. We'll get into all that in a couple minutes.
All right, Josh, thank you. Coming up next on CTV News, Premier Smith visit Quebec's new premier to discuss economic cooperation.
Programming brought to you by the music of Harry Potter with your Edmonton Symphony Orchestra. Learn more at winspearcenter.com. Brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
Skyrocketing commercial rent rates are forcing several small business owners in Beaumont to make some tough decisions, whether to pay up, relocate, or close. As CTV's Amanda Anderson reports, some owners say it's time for the government to intervene.
Chartier, a rustic French-Canadian restaurant, has been a staple on 50th Street in Beaumont for 10 years. A decade its owner says was filled with hurdles.
So everybody's facing economic challenges.
Instead of celebrating its anniversary, Chartier faces a new challenge, a rent hike.
Comparable to areas of White Avenue or 124th Street in Edmonton, where the traffic volume and the just number of people in that area are significantly higher.
Sylvia Chevry says many small businesses in and around Centerville have seen rent go up 30 to 50%. Some doubled.
5 different businesses have been closed in the past 2 months.
A block away, Christine Nelson looks inside an empty storefront, a place she spent 5 years running a successful consignment store until it came time to renew the lease.
We were paying $25 a square foot, and the offer was $38, $39, $40 per square foot to renew. There's absolutely no way that I could have done it. It's completely unaffordable.
Beaumont's mayor says city staff will be asked to compare rent rates in neighboring communities with what's happening locally. She says commercial vacancies have dropped from 21% in 2023 to 4.6% as of April.
There's definitely a need to involve multiple layers of government in order to solve the problem. Right now there's actually tax deductions for the landlord if the building sits empty.
Shoppers are sad to see businesses they've come to love being forced to move or close.
We want to support these community members, but even our support can't keep them here when their rent is going up.
While Nelson was able to relocate her shop, Chartier has decided to roll the dice with a new lease, trying to stay optimistic.
We're putting in so much effort and so much to try and make it work.
Amanda Anderson, CTV News, Beaumont.
And we reached out to the province and are waiting for a response. Danielle Smith is discussing economic cooperation with Quebec's new premier and the province's business leaders in Quebec City. Smith and Christian Frechette both say they want to make interprovincial trade simpler. They want to work together on manufacturing, tech, agriculture, and energy. Smith says there's mutual interest in an east-west energy corridor. It was all discussed today during a closed-door meeting. Alberta is spending $4 million on a new pilot program to help trade workers access more flexible training opportunities. The 2-year pilot project will allow eligible workers to prepare for certification while staying on the job. The program also aims to help fill labor shortages across the province. The Jobs Minister for Alberta says the province is doing what it can to support people in the trades and help them move up in their careers.
So economically, there are just simply barriers. The same way that anyone who has to go to school has to, come up with their tuition and take that time and dedicate it, the same is true for our tradespeople. But we don't think there should be a barrier for people who have already attained a journey person trade to upskill. We think we should be breaking those down.
Registration for the program is now open. Still to come tonight on CTV News, a canine crew from Alberta leaves the judges of America's Got Talent wagging their tails.
I have never, ever seen anything like this in my life.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Welcome to America's Got Talent. What's your name of your group and where are you from?
Hi, we're the Acro Crew and we're from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Earlier this week, we brought you the story of the Acro Crew's America's Got Talent debut. At the time, they didn't reveal their special guest stars. Turns out it was the dogs from Calgary's Acro Canine Crew, and their performance was a hit. Terry Crews crashed through the judges to give the Supernova Acro Crew the golden buzzer. The golden buzzer sends the team straight through to the America's Got Talent live show in August.
You know you're old when you see AGT and all you can think of is phones. The old Alberta Global Telecommunications.
I guess I'm not that old.
You weren't here back then. You know what I'm talking about.
Maybe.
It'll always be AGT to me.
I was thinking about is I can't train my dog to sit down, let alone jump over people.
You don't even have a dog. That's a story. Take a look outside right now. Action Furnace River Valley Skycams brought to you by Action. Do you actually have a dog? No, you don't. No, you don't. What do you mean you can't train your dog? You've had dogs. Okay. 15 degrees outside right now. 16 so far for the daytime high. I don't think we're done warming up. I think we'll get to 17. 17 right now in Red Deer. 23 in Jasper, 10 degrees cooler. In Lloydminster, it's 13 right now. Grand Prairie got to 21. See the thicker cloud cover from Edmonton off to the east. Some clearing off to the west and south. Thought we'd see a little bit more of that clearing today. Just didn't happen. We'll get a bit of it through this evening. Showers and scattered thunderstorms there in through the foothills. Those will continue for the next few hours. Looks like they'll kind of just remain in place for the rest of this evening. And then tomorrow, there's a trough of low pressure that's going to make its way across. And almost everybody from south to north across the province gets at least a chance at some point tomorrow for some showers and thunderstorms. Is it going to be a widespread? It's a fairly lengthy band, but I don't think it's going to be completely discontinuous precipitation here. It's not going to be the heavy, steady rain that we had over the past couple of days. But showers, thunderstorms, potentially late afternoon and into the early evening hours. And then for Friday, it could actually get going a little earlier. Some morning showers or rain in the Peace Country and around lunchtime or into the afternoon and evening hours. Chance of a few scattered thunderstorms. We'll have to watch from Edmonton off to the east for potentially some severe thunderstorms late in the day on Friday. 10 degrees tomorrow morning in Edmonton, 12 for Fort McMurray, 9 in the Red Deer region, and about 11 in Grand Prairie tomorrow. 20 with some showers across the west and northwest tomorrow. 23 in Fort McMurray. Tomorrow night, you may see some showers move in. Chance of showers and thunderstorms, Red Deer, Coronation, and highs in the upper teens. We'll be in the mid-teens here through this evening. Mix of sun and cloud through the early evening hours. A little bit more clearing overnight, and we'll start tomorrow with partly cloudy skies. Light wind through the day, 10 degrees in the morning, and about 19 or 20 for a high tomorrow, depending on the timing of those showers and thunderstorms. If they hold off until 6 or 7 o'clock, then we should get to 19 or 20. If they roll in a little earlier, then maybe only 17 or 18 for a daytime high. As we said, same goes for Friday. If we get showers and thunderstorms around lunchtime on Friday, I've got 19 in the forecast for a daytime high. We may be a little bit cooler than that. Mid to high teens for the weekend. I think Saturday morning is okay. You probably got some sunshine Saturday morning. In the afternoon, the chance of showers starts to increase, and then Saturday night and into Sunday, there's a pretty decent chance that we either get showers or some steadier rain. Long-range forecast looks a little drier for most of next week and back into the low 20s. I don't know if that's the dog days of summer, though, yet.
Not exactly raining cats and dogs,
no.
Josh. All right, thank you. The City Francophone's annual concert series returns to Edmonton's French Quarter this week. The Patio Concert starts its 9th season tomorrow night. The series showcases local musicians while giving listeners a chance to try food and drinks from Café Bicyclette. Tickets for the series are available for less than $20, and organizers say all the proceeds go directly to the performers.
Full food service by Café Bicyclette, and it really is an opportunity to showcase, highlight, and share our incredible wealth of musicians and talent here in the Edmonton and area with all of our great audiences that we have in this area.
Performances take place throughout the summer with more dates to come. When we return, a new locally created app taking the guesswork out of garage sales.
We wanted to find a way that was easier as people.
Programming brought to you by Alberta iGaming Corporation. For integrity, for fun, for Alberta.
Finding a garage or yard sale around Edmonton this summer could get easier. Instead of driving around or scanning local papers, you can find addresses on a new website called YardQuest. CTV's Naramanisa spoke with the local founders.
Here's our main list for all of our events.
Connor Braun and Matthew Peace love a good garage sale. Finding them, though, was a source of frustration.
You'd go looking for garage sale signs and maybe you wouldn't find them, or you'd find one and follow it through neighborhoods only to get lost, right? And we wanted to find a way that was easier.
That led to them creating YardQuest, a website that allows people to post their garage, estate sale, or local market for free.
Last weekend, we had close to 200 garage sales, and we had almost 400 visitors come through the site.
Sellers can post their information, including hours and what they are selling. Addresses are blocked until the day of the sale.
It's not like other platforms where you'd have to go and delete your post. It just automatically deletes it. We don't save information.
Also included on the site are community garage sales, which are becoming more popular. There's one in the Terwillegar neighborhood later this month.
The traction, right? Everybody, people can go and they can multi-shop at different addresses on the map that may be very, very close to each other. They don't have to drive around all over the city. So it is a very convenient process.
As garage sale season is underway, these friends are excited to find new gems while thrifting.
We found a really old coin collection once, which was super great.
I found a really cool home pinball machine from the 70s called Star Explorers that I picked up for like $100.
Hoping others use their website to make the thrill of thrifting easier. You can learn more at yardquest.ca. Naramanisa, CTV News, Edmonton.
And that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.